Creality announced last Wednesday about a brand new 3D printer that is going to be released in 2025. If you expect something very new, well, lucky you, it's going to be the K2 Pro, not the K2 Plus. That's a bigger size 3D printer. Now you get a more compact size, like a smaller variant of the K2 Plus. Let's dive right in Zach React. Let's get right into it. Hey, Zach here, and welcome to this video. Yesterday I was like 6:30 p.m. I was in my bed. I was sick. I was tired. I couldn't bring myself up to watch this live stream. But normally I would be this kind of Creality fanboy. In order to watch this whole live stream and see the thing being announced. Last year during the live stream where my good old friend Sam Prentice was doing this whole live stream together with nice female together, announcing the K2 Plus and some other 3D printers or some other nice things from Creality. This year was a little bit different. I don't know who this guy exactly is. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But so they announced the Creality K2 Pro, a brand new 3D printer for 2025. I used to be the guy that saw all the live streams also early in 2021 with several 3D printers in FDM and in resin and several variants in there as well. People don't want that. They want to be hyped, of course, but they want to have decent products. Products that are not going through the quality control being bad, but being good. So making sure that everything you publish and people can buy don't go back into the drawing board because something of the quality control wasn't as expected. We as makers, DIYers, as a 3D printing enthusiasts, we want to have products that are good when we are going to spend our hard-earned money to it, that they are working as it's supposed to. And especially with the high standards in Europe and in USA and other parts of the world, we want to have products that actually work and be qualified. We don't want to have blue smoke. We don't want to have messed up prints. We want to have decent product. With the K2 Pro, it sounds like we have something that meets our standard. A professional FDM 3D printer that hits all boxes. So without further ado, let's dive right into it, because on the Creality site I cannot find the K2 Pro, but based upon the live stream, let's dive right into. So when you're watching this live stream, I feel that everything is, slimmed down in the, I don't know how to call this, but everything seems to be so small and narrow. I don't think that is a bad thing. It's only looking weird. I see here during the, I think, ThinkPad, Lenovo ThinkPad kind of laptop, we are seeing Creality print. I would love to see normal standard slicing software for every 3D printer. I can understand that Creality doesn't want to choose for Prusa Slicer, but at least Creality makes sure to have a decent profile in Orca Slicer. It's the least thing you can do, and not everybody wants to have Creality print. So this guy is talking about open source. What does open source mean? It's open, in my honest opinion, it's open for everyone. So whether it comes to hardware or to software, it should be open for everyone. So brands like Big 3 Tech, Micro Swiss, so brands that are focusing more on hardware should be able to make materials or hot ends, nozzles, boards, stuff like that for this particular 3D printer. They call it open source for a reason. Open for everyone. Not meaning that it should be abused, copied, stuff like that. So let's not go that route. Open source is open source. We like that. I love that. Editing Zach here. While I was recording the whole thing about the Creality K2 and the K2 Pro, I didn't hear the sound. But there is a humping sound, like banging on a wall or banging on a door or something. At the time of recording, I didn't hear that. So if you hear that sound, I try to do my best to edit the whole thing out. So let's dive further into the video. I'm sorry for the bumping sound. So the whole thing, the whole live stream, you can watch. I will put the link in the description where you can watch the whole live stream. Passing on, I can already tell you it's a long live stream. I'm already at 39 minutes and 55 seconds when I'm catching up on this, talking about the K2 Pro. But there are a lot of other things, and I do want to highlight the good thing that Creality is doing, being there for makers, for DIYers. Please make sure that open source and also the makers are central in the whole thing. They are talking about open source, which I already highlighted it, but let's be honest that this would also be the thing for the future in 2025. So in this part, the guy is talking about the auto calibration, the smart auto calibrations, multiple sensors, selective auto bed leveling. It's basically what Prusa also does, where, you know, if you are printing a small object that is only bed leveling the part where the model is going to be printed. So not, especially if you have a 300 by 300 bed, that is not, you know, doing a bed leveling for 300 times 300, but just in the area where the model is being printed. I mean, like, why would you go for 300 bed leveling when your calibration cube is less than 20 by 20? Makes all total sense. So this is nice, cool. And here you see the Creality K2 Pro with 4 Creality filament systems. 16 colors you can print with this 3D printer. Just like with the Creality K2 Plus, is basically the same thing as Bamboo Labs. I really hope that Creality came with a system with 5 colors per unit, but no, they choose for 4 per unit. No problem whatsoever. It is nice, it is cool. 16 colors. What can you print with 16 different kind of colors? Nice hue forge, nice model. Or if you are running a 3D print farm, you can select any different kind of color within your palette range. That is amazing. So 300 times 300 times 300 millimeters volume of the K2 Pro, whereas of the K2 Plus was a little bit bigger, like 350 times 350 times 340, 350, I don't know. It's a little bit smaller than the K2 Plus, but still, you have a lot of things to choose from. Bigger size, and also, like they say here, helmet size volume. So I got a big hat, everybody knows that. Just like the Creality and the V3 Plus, where you have a 300 times 300 times 350 millimeter print volume. Now you don't have a bed slinger, you have a bed hopper. Not badly named, but just like bed slinger instead of bed hopper. You know what I mean? So you have a lot of things to choose from, and it's bigger than a Bamboo Labs 3D printer, right? But then from Creality, how cool is that? A few features about the K2 Pro. A ultra sturdy frame. Is it different than the K2 Plus? Are they using a different kind of frame than the K2 Plus? How much of a difference is there? High temp, up to 300 degrees C. So you are not limited to the PLA or PETG. You can print other filaments as well. Think about, for example, nylon. Nylon needs 270 degrees for nice print. You have also different kind of nozzle sizes. 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. You have a hardened steel nozzle, and especially if you are printing different kind of materials, especially more the abrasive filaments, the hardened steel nozzle is key in order to do this. Now, having the size of 300 times 300 times 300, you are not limited if you want to print a different helmet for your skull. You have also pro level filaments to choose from. Well, you basically don't have to use filament from Creality. There are some other cool filaments. For example, my favorite filament, Polymaker. Polymaker has some nice cool filaments that fits really well in the Creality K2 Pro. So check Polymaker out in order to get some amazing filaments for your Creality K2 Pro. Now, they also mentioned that they have a new AI or all new user interface for their K2 Pro. Well, on my Creality K1, I know Creality didn't send me the K2 Plus because my channel was too small for that. But it's a choice that they made. Anyways, I still love Creality. I do support their works, and I don't hesitate in order to, you know, recommend their 3D printers. Now, with the new K2 Pro, yes, they have an Ethernet port on their 3D printer. So if you don't want to use Wi-Fi for any reason at all, you can also use Ethernet. They have it also on their printers. But if you don't want to use Ethernet, they have Wi-Fi. How cool is that? They have input shaping, smart auto calibration, advanced cooling system. Everything sounds really nice. And also 3x step servo motors. I have no idea what they mean with that, but let's dive right into it and let's listen to what this guy is saying, because I still don't know who this guy is. And so, outside of the K2 Plus and the K2 Pro, Creality does do what Creality does do. Having also the standard. Having a K2, not climbing the mountain, but just going on almost the tip of it. It feels like this is basically the same 3D printer, but having a less printing volume, like 260 times 260 times 260. So in every direction, it's 40 millimeters smaller. Do I say that correctly? Yeah, it's 40 millimeters cubed smaller than the K2 Pro. I think 60 cubed millimeters smaller than the K2 Plus. But you can still do your thing for a less price than the other two. Like the bigger brothers, the bigger brothers, the bigger brothers. I mean, like, if you are having siblings, you always feel like your brothers are protecting you because you're smaller, but you're not less than the others, right? So I think from Creality, having also not an Ethernet port for your K2, I think you're having less volume, but also still having all the advantages, but not having an Ethernet port. I know you feel a little bit left out because you don't have the Ethernet port that you are longing for so long. Well, I do have a nice setup here in my studio. I have Wi-Fi, I've got Ethernet, so Creality, if you send me something over, I would adapt one of your amazing 3D printers. So let's dive further into this whole thing about the Creality K2.
All the speed and extrusion power of its bigger brothers.
The bigger brothers.
Bigger brothers.
It is so funny. I mentioned the K2 being the smaller sibling of the two other brothers. And this guy, I genuinely swear. I usually don't swear, but in this case I would swear. I didn't hear this saying before. Like the K2 Plus, the K2 Pro, and being the K2, he mentioned brothers.
Bigger brothers.
The bigger brothers.
Bigger brothers.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I feel a strong connection with this dude. I don't know who it is, but I think he's awesome. So when are these printers going to be available? The K2 Plus you can already buy at all of the stores that sells 3D printers from Creality. The K2 Plus is available everywhere. But the new ones, the K2 and the K2 Pro, are going to be available in the third quarter of 2025. I would guess Creality needs to work on those machines as well in order to get them all right, to get them all perfect, to making sure that you get the quality you deserve. Isn't that right, Creality? So I am not going to guess what the price is going to be yet. The K2 would be around the, I see a price standing right here, $8.99. People are already trying to guess, but I would say before the stream is going to finish, or well, this is actually the recording of the stream, I would say the K2 with CFS would be like around the 900 USD, and the K2 Pro would be like 1199 USD, because the K2 Plus is like 1399 USD, something around that. So let's listen further and let's dive in what Creality asks for this 3D printer. So besides the fact that they are not mentioning the price of the printers, they are going to talk about Creality Print 6.0. I think they are going to even hit Creality Print 7.0 at this point. So they are going to talk about more about Creality Print, where I want to see profiles for Orca Slicer. This is so funny. I was watching the live stream, and just on the part of Creality Print, it just cut off and starting a other YouTube video. So all fun aside, I think that the Creality K2 is a wonderful machine, a nice platform to start with 3D printing. If the prices are right, and I mean like generally, the K2 as a standard, a 260 times 216 times 260 machine with the CFS having a price range, I think like 800, maybe 900 USD would be perfect for the average or standard user getting into 3D printing, getting into multicolor 3D printing, not being reliant on bamboo 3D printers would be nice. The K2 Pro for the prosumer, it doesn't have to be a prosumer per se. It can be that people starting with 3D printer want to print, like mentioned in the live streams, want to print helmets. I don't know why people want to print helmets. I never printed a helmet before, but it would be amazing. It would be cool. It would be something. I mean, a helmet is as big as your head. And I know I have a big head, but you can also print other things that are big. It doesn't have to be a helmet, but I know the reference. I think Creality saw my head and they thought like, oh man, Zach has really big head. I think that the whole thing with the live stream is cool. I'm a Sam Prentice. I should call him, I guess. Anyways, so I hope Creality is going to give and provide more information about these printers soon. Maybe sending a printer over, but probably they won't because I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just a guy making YouTube videos about 3D printing. If you are new here and have never seen a video before, check out my videos. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. Hit the like button. I make these videos to make a generally serious reaction videos. I don't have the printers. I not always are getting printers from brands, but I do like to talk about these kind of printers because one day or another you will find this video and you are thinking like, this dude is really weird. Maybe I should watch another video. There are a ton of YouTube content creators, friends of mine, that are making amazing videos about 3D printing. I'm not a hater, I'm just a collaborator. I do like other content as well. Check out the links in the descriptions if there are any. And let me know, what do you think about the Creality K2 and the K2 Pro? Are you surprised? You may guess what the price will be of those Q3 released 3D printers. Yeah, just check out one of my friends' videos, would you?